Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be doing the Born This Way tag, which was created by Smoky Pink Leopard Alexa here on YouTube, so she's going to be linked down below in the description box. And the basic and general idea of this video is letting your viewers know what you've been labeled throughout your life, what people have labeled you as, what people see you as, things that they've called you, and basically you just kind of express that and say what you really are, what people might not see about you. So basically, I know that everyone in high school, middle school has been called something at one point or another because people like to start rumors and like to label people. And I think it's a sad ordeal that in today's society we just label people automatically because they hang out with a certain group or they dress a certain way. And you really don't get to know their personal traits, their personality. And that's really, I mean, it kind of sucks because you really don't get to see the person within most of the time because they're just labeled as something, and so it's just kind of, oh, I'm this way, I'm labeled this way, so I don't talk to this person, and so it's just kind of sad. So basically you're sharing what you've been labeled throughout your life and what positive thing you can take away from that label. So I'm going to tag specific people at the end of this, and I would really love if all of you would do it, even if you're not tagged, if I happen to miss you, and leave it as a video response, because these are the kind of videos that I really like to do that focus on, you know, more important issues and things than makeup. And I applaud Alexa for making this up because I think that this is a really inspirational video that is much needed and just a very interesting video. So, and it really opens up a lot of people's eyes. So hopefully I can help at least one person throughout this video. So the first thing that I've been called throughout my entire life, probably starting in the middle grade, in middle school, was anorexic. And I've always just been very petite. I have a very fast metabolism. I've been a dancer for 12 years, you know, and I can pretty much eat what I want and be okay. I eat tons of junk food. I have the biggest sweet tooth out of anyone you've probably ever met. I just got done eating like a whole bag of cookies, so that tells you something. But I don't gain weight like other people do. And so for that reason, for me being kind of more petite and small, I get that I'm anorexic and bulimic. I get that a ton. And I remember that a rumor got around at one point that I was going to treatment because the doctors had said that I was anorexic and bulimic and I needed to go for help or something like that, and I made myself throw up after every meal, and that I would never eat during lunch, and if I would go to the bathroom. Okay, first of all, those were so untrue because I don't even go to the bathroom in like public, so no. And I definitely, like I said, love the junk food, so there's no truth behind that. I did at one point, like I've told you guys before, I was really into like keeping up my physique because I thought I was going to lose it because I went through like this really awkward time with my body. So I did I watched what I ate and I exercised, and then I was finally just like, you know what, you're healthy, like let your body do what it's gonna do, don't worry. And so really throughout being called anorexic and stuff like that, I know that I'm healthy, I know that I'm strong, I know that, you know, I do eat. You can ask any of my friends, I put it away. Like, not always the best, most healthy things for me, but I put it away. And I don't really gain weight, so that's something that most people don't see, and they judge me for being this little small slender girl who just probably doesn't eat or makes herself throw up. That's definitely not the case. So I know that my body is healthy the way that it is. The next thing that I've been called is fake, and I get this a lot because of the type of clothes that I wear. Having a beauty channel essentially rubs off on people as being superficial and counteracts me as being fake, just because I like to dress a certain way, I like to present myself a certain way in a nice manner. And the thing is, it's most people that I've never even had a decent conversation with. I have never spoken, you know, an intellectual, deep conversation with, you know. I've never really said anything to the person, and I just find it so strange that people are that quick to pass judgment from just seeing me walk down the halls, and they feel the need to comment on something like that. Because I have gone into classes with people that I've never even met, and I've talked to them and I've become friends with them, and by the end of that class they've been like, I expected you to be someone completely different because you're on the dance squad and you dress a certain way. I never thought that we would be friends. I didn't think that you were that open open and not funny, and they were like, we just thought you were stuck up, and they were like, you're so funny. And I'm like, you just have to get to know me. Like, that is the basic thing. You have to get to know me because I'm much different than perceived, and that's how a lot of people are. So a lot of people's views would just be changed if they would have a conversation with you. So I know that I'm not fake by any means. The next thing that I get called is ugly, and I really don't see the need for a person to call someone else ugly. I really don't see, it's not going to make you prettier, it's not going to make you lose 10 pounds. Like, I don't understand. It's not going to make anyone around you think that you're prettier. It's not going to make them see you as prettier. So what is even the point, you know? If you don't feel like someone is pretty, which you shouldn't even think that, then keep it to yourself. But girls who go around saying other girls are ugly, oh, they make me mad. I just don't get the point in that, because everyone is pretty, and the girls who think they're all that and that are so pretty and they go around saying that other girls are ugly, they're actually in return the ugly ones, and you guys know that because their personalities are just so ugly. I do not want to be friends with people who are just like, that girl's ugly, that girl's ugly, look at her shoes, that girl's ugly, I'm gorgeous. Like, I don't want to be around people like that, because that is fake and ugly. It's an ugly personality, it's an ugly trait. And so I really had to understand and realize from people saying that, you know, my eyes look, I look Chinese when I smile, or that my smile's not straight enough or wide enough, or that I have huge dimples, or that my nose looks like a pig and I have too round of a face, and that my feet are weird because they're flat, and that I'm too skinny. Like, I get everything in the books to say that I'm ugly. And that I shouldn't be on here talking about makeup because I'm ugly. Like, you know what I mean? I get so many remarks like that, and so in return I just take that and I'm like, it makes me a stronger person. It makes me realize that inner beauty is so important, and that these girls are just not pretty people. Like, people who say other people are ugly are nothing to me. So I don't get that. The next thing that I get is stupid, and that comes from people thinking like I'm a ditzy blonde, and I'm just like, alright, because my hair color determines the success and the knowledge that I have. Like, it doesn't make any sense. That just makes you look stupid. But I get stupid a lot because people just assume with my hair color, and I think that that's really not very intelligent themselves. So that's really the only reason I get stupid, but, you know. The next one that I get is Crybaby, and I, for a fact, know that I am one of the most sensitive people that has ever pretty much walked this earth. I cry about anything and everything. I'll go ahead and say it, I am very vulnerable, I'm very sensitive, but I feel like sensitivity is a good trait to have because you're able to connect with other people when they're having problems. So I've been labeled a crybaby because I do let things get to me, I do let them upset me. I'm just over emotional and oversensitive, and I don't think that that's a bad characteristic at all. I feel like, you know, it's more beneficial than anything because I do have apathy for others, and I am sympathetic towards others instead of just like a cold-hearted person, you know? So I think that that's actually, you know, a good trait. And the next thing I get is shy. And I am pretty standoffish, and I am pretty shy when I first meet you. You really have to, I have to know you a little bit more to really open up to you. So people think that I'm kind of snobby for that reason as well, but in reality I'm just shy because I'm very conscious as to who I let in to my life. I mean, I'm friendly, but I'm very shy, but I'm just very conscious of who I trust and who I let into my life, and I have to know you a little bit better to really open up with you. So yeah, if that makes any sense. So those are all of the labels that I've been called throughout my life. Hopefully you guys will share what you've been called and realize that, you know, you are not, it is not up to anyone else to determine who you are. Just because you're labeled a certain thing does not mean you have to be a certain way, does not make you a certain person. Just because someone else has put you into this little label, it doesn't mean that you can't be something entirely different. So realize that no one has control of who you are except yourself, and break free of those, you know, labels, and don't listen to them, because years from now it's not even going to matter. You are the person who determines your success and how you feel about yourself. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. The people I tag are down below in the description box, and I cannot wait to see you guys again.